looking forward to this one, and it looks like we have General X of Repotted Gaming going first versus Klaus, who closed out the war for them yesterday. The Queen Charge, or Recall Queen Charge, into Super Barbarians. Let's see where he starts off with a Wall Breaker, just to open up access for his Archer Queen. A little bit of funneling. Should have an easy ride here initially, but as it was mentioned in the last attack, you've always got to be careful with Queen Charges.
Yeah, and both of these teams are not just known for their weapons, but especially also their base building. And as we talk about it for Repotted Gaming many times, we have to keep it into account for Na'Vi as well, and I'm sure that they prepared very well, especially for their opponents. So we have to wait and see if something is baited, like we could see yesterday in their match versus VNE Sporting with the red mine farms against the Queen Charges. But so far, everything went well for General X.
Absolutely, and you might think, why wouldn't he just take that one extra defense? When you are using the recall strategy, it's not always about the amount of buildings you get, because you have to factor in time as well. He's almost 1 minute into this attack, so once you've got the value that you need, recall her and get it to the other side.
That's right, and he has put her down on the other side, but you're absolutely right. Being conscious of time, General X is now starting with his push with the help of the log launcher, and he wants to get into this multi-compartment, which is easy because the wall is open, but now he has to face the CC and uses the warden ability right away.
Wow, what an ability to make a strong push into the side here, and then just funneling the bottom left corner with the Super Barbarians. Queen getting low on health, so the ability will now be forced, but he has lots of spells to reinforce towards the back end of this attack.
Yeah, but I think now it's all about the Town Hall, really, because he seems to be planning on getting this with his little squad there. The Yetis now following the King, but they first go to the other defenses, so let's see if he can take out the Town Hall. King being revived by the Phoenix, going to the Town Hall, the Yeti follows! And he's got the Town Hall down.
Yeti gets it. He's just about to secure that monolith, which will protect the Archer Queen. Has multiple invisibility spells and the skeleton spell for the Royal Champion. But notice as well, Maxi, the Rage spell tower on the back end already activated. It's probably going to be a roundabout back there by the time his Royal Champion is up.
Yeah, absolutely right, but you said it before, the time could be the biggest problem here, but on the other hand, he has still 2 rage spells left, so let's see where he's going to invest them. I think it depends also on the timing in which the troops arrive at this compartment, which seems to be incredibly trapped at the top side. For now, the Royal Champion is rage. He uses an invis on her as well, and I think he would prefer if the Queen was tanking some of the defenses, but even the ground bow is not shooting away at her, but still at the Skellies now goes again for the Royal Champion, but the spell usement is perfect so far.
Absolutely, redirecting the skeletons. Oh, the Queen does get the expo. That could be huge here, but with time, we have 10 seconds. He just needs to get those troops in and try and get the percentage possible, because it's not going to be the 3-star, and they need to just get as high as they can.
Yeah, that's right, and he was a little slow there. Even this cannon at the top side, he didn't go down, so he finishes at an 87% 2-star, not the start they needed.
No, and they had multiple 3-stars yesterday, utilizing the Queen Charge as well. We know how important it is to start out with a 3-star, especially versus Na'Vi.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the arrow of General X's bow misses this time. X misses the spot. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. We can see it once again here. The timer is already down at 1 minute and 15 seconds when he gets into the Town Hall. And I think that was the problem of the plan, because power-wise, he would have been able to get everything taken down. But yeah, he just didn't have the time. And we talked about it yesterday at Town Hall 15. There are many buildings, and you have to keep that in mind.
Absolutely. When the wars are this close, you have to take percentage in. So let's see what Na'Vi can do in their first attack.
We can hear that the fans have their back as Cynthia is preparing once more to go in first, and we see what we love. Lots of Skelly and lots of bad spells combined with the invisibility spell. What's he going to do this time around? Take out the whole base with those spells? We don't know yet.
Be surprised.
10 more seconds. Yeah, let's see.
Well, I noticed that the Rage Towers are stacked around there, actually. He is going for the Town Hall again. I thought he might have been going towards the Rage Towers. The Multi, the Expo, and the Town. Look at how quickly the Town Hall is going down. He's still got another invisibility spell after this. He's got the Expo. Town Hall goes down. He is
Okay.
not going to get the multi.
Okay, he didn't get the multi, yes, but next to the Town Hall, he also got the Clan Castle out of the way. But honestly, we know how good Repotted Gaming are with their base building, and I would be surprised if somehow, even if I don't know how, this would be baited.
I definitely think when you have a player like Cynthia that uses the skeleton, the Skelly Donut quite a lot, that they would give up the Town Hall in order to provide a base that could then defend. So let's see whether that is the case. The Log Launcher is getting pretty good value down the bottom here. Rage Tower still not activated though. There it goes, and the Expos will provide huge damage onto the heroes.
Yeah, and the big problem now is the Log Launcher did not open the wall to those multi-infernos, and that's exactly where he wanted to go with this kill squad. So maybe some troops will go to the walls now after there are basically no more other defense or buildings around there. But yeah, what I meant is the base offered the value of taking out the Town Hall and the Clan Castle with the invisibility spell and some other enforcement. So yeah, maybe that's what the base builder had in mind, but
maybe.
Okay, the Queen goes to the multis, that's important.
Very important. And with that ability, she will actually get both of those multi-infernos and the Expo. We noticed that the King helped along the bottom there with the Electro Titan, now onto the Monolith, distracting for the Royal Champion to come in. What are you thinking towards the back end of the base here? He's still got 14 Super Barbarians to reinforce as the Royal Champion moves across.
Yeah, no more spells though, and I think if there are 2 Skelly traps, then he will not be able to get it. The thing is, the Rage Tower was activated early, so it's now slowly running out, which can help him a lot. But we can see already, these Super Barbarians are being taken out pretty quickly by the Skelly Shot, and there are the 2 Skelly spells that I was talking about, and they are exactly what is stopping Cynthia this time around, and he's so far at 87%. Remember, that's exactly what General X got, and that's what he finishes at. So we have a perfect tie. Great try from Cynthia, but not getting it done.
Maybe that was Repotted Gaming's plan all along, like you said. I certainly would not put it past the teams, knowing that Cynthia likes to do those openings. A fantastic attack for the most part. I feel the Log Launcher not opening up that bottom section was the main thing, but let's have a listen to the teams as that was happening.
One chance potential でなんとかなる。いや、リクスケ2個か。そうですね。Let's try. Let's try?
Oh, yes.
I think the interesting thing there is just, you know, moving on from it. Nice try, get him next time. We'll continue with this war, trying to keep Cynthia's spirits up so that in the next war, he can, you know, spin things around. But let's see what Repotted can do in their next attack.
It's Emir getting ready, rubbing his hands together. So he has all the blood rush he needs right there in his fingers to deploy the troops as quickly and as accurate as possible as he wall breaks with a super wall breaker that is supposed to be taken out by the defense, and then, due to its death damage, opening the wall. And that went perfectly. However, the timing of the first headhunter there was not ideal. Same for the second, actually, but he is patient enough to let his own queen finish the enemy queen herself. Now the rage spell has to come down because there is big damage in this compartment.
Yeah, and even decides to invest the invisibility spell because you want to make sure the queen is already under rage and at full health before getting into those high damage areas. Recalls her out of there to make sure she's not under any more fire. over to the right-hand side, and he can now breathe a sigh of relief and reset a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. And the funnel with the balloons worked perfectly as well. At the same time, he's sending in another little squad of heroes with the warp, same like General X before. And this is basically the same attack setup. So let's see how well he can handle the time this time around. Because remember, General X's attack would have been a 3-star given the power of the troops he had left, but was a big time fail.
Yeah, going with the Christmas hero skins here on theme, maybe that will bring him a little bit of luck. Log Launcher just about to open that wall to the Town Hall. One Electro Titan goes to the outside, but does manage to catch that in the Warden ability, getting everything. Barbarian King in a huge amount of damage now. Where did the Yetis go? Does he decide to rage them as they move to that Town Hall?
Yeah, probably he should, but like it's good that he's holding on to Rage, because at this point they are just shooting away at the defensive Clan Castle troops, and there are Ice Golems in there, so I think it wouldn't make sense to invest anything. And as he doesn't have to invis anymore, that could make the Yetis retarget to the Town Hall, he cannot really do anything but just watch what is happening. And at this point he has to worry about the Town Hall takedown.
He does. He's got the Royal Champion to reinforce. He's still got 2 Rage spells and 2 freeze, so he's got a bit of flexibility, but it is really the pathing to the Town Hall.
Wrong wall though, wrong wall. He wanted the Queen to take a wall into that Town Hall. And now the problem is she can move all around. He should have probably deployed the Super Barbarians quicker, so that the Barbarians would take out the buildings that lets the Queen into this 12 o'clock compartment. Now he should deploy all the... Yeah, I don't know. Can he send the Queen back into the Town Hall?
This would be interesting to listen to, because they are trying to figure out as a team, what do we do here? How do we get the highest percentage alongside that Town Hall? Royal Champion does move in towards it. The Queen ability goes off.
Yeah, and that was perfect. And actually, I missed that he still had the Royal Champion. So there was a backup plan that they had, and that was the perfect choice there to just send the Royal Champion in, because that was a 100% takeout of the Town Hall there with the help of the spells that he still had. And he really ends up apparently getting another time fail with it. But just imagine if he had taken out this Town Hall with the Yeti and could have used the Royal Champion on the outside.
Yep.
So clapping all around the audience here in Helsinki, Finland, in the arena, because it was a great effort, but still Navi is able to hold back Repotted Gaming.
A little bit of a higher percentage, but not quite able to make it work. I find it interesting that Repotted used a lot of the Queen Charge Electro Titans yesterday when they did face some of the more ring-style bases, and then today, seemingly, they've got a new approach. So maybe they have specialties they've been working on in the background, a little bit like what we seen with Super BLTX yesterday as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I doubt that Navi could have prepared for this, because I don't think they heard about this strategy, but they still used the perfect Clan Castle troops against it with the 3 Ice Golems. But of course, they are also good against any type of smash attack. So that was the right choice for this one. But we have to wait and see what the other Clan Castle troops and what Attax Repotted Gaming will bring. But now, it's back over to Navi's corner.
Stars for Navi yesterday. Gaku was the one who just missed out with his Inferno Dragons. But today, switching that up, the Queen Charge Twin Hog Rider attack. We do have that recall spell using the Wall Breaker straight away here, like you said, to give the Queen access. Tanking the Expo so that the Flinger can just take all of the defenses up the top there. Very time efficient as well to get that down early so it can get maximum value.
Yeah, and I don't know, has he checked for traps there at the top side? Like, there could be skelly traps, giant bombs, but let's see what he can do. We know that Gaku is very, very routine with this attack strategy, as he also likes to use it in Legend League. So he knows perfectly when to use the spells, how to rage the Queen, and also can predict her pathing. So that's why he was early there with the invis, because he knew that there was incredible damage raining onto her.
Absolutely, then just recalls her out of that location, has the entire compartment done. What do you see, Maxi?
Yeah, the archers going to the Flame Flinger are a little problem. He reacts quickly, but they are doing great damage because the Flame Flinger is very squishy.
Yeah, and the other troops can't get there because they've got to go through the other buildings. So even though they're just a couple of archers, that's maybe 1 or 2 extra fires from the Flame Flinger. I think as long as he gets the pathing to the multi-target Inferno with the troops inside, that's what he was after, and it looks like that is what happens.
Oh yeah, and we can see the Super Hog Riders in there. They should be able to easily take out the multi-Inferno. I wonder if he was planning to have them work together. Oh no!
They go over
Oh,
the
that's a
wall.
problem. That's a problem. The Queen goes the other way around to chase the defensive Ice Golems, and now he has to worry about the Town Hall takedown. I don't think he can come back from this, so he has to, send all the troops into the Town Hall now.
Yeah, huge that with the... That's where the Clan Castle troops bring that level of unpredictability. Archer Queen going the other way. He does use the Warden ability here, but nothing on the Town Hall yet. As I say, that Royal Champion locks on. Down it goes, but what will be inside that Poison Tornado Trap is also there. And the Hog Riders, they're not getting much further than this. They also missed the most northern Inferno Tower, which is now the target for the Queen.
Yeah, but that's not the value that he wanted. And we said before that the Super Hog Riders were supposed to get it out of the way. Due to the Ice Golems, they were not even able to do that. And Gaku is falling short once again, but we see the strength of Repotted Gaming Spaces. They said yesterday in a winner interview that they prepared specifically for Na'Vi because they were expecting to face them in their second match. And so far, it seems to have worked out perfectly for them.
Absolutely. I'm sure every team has prepared for Na'Vi, and we're going to play them at some point, most likely. So a very wise choice. And all of that preparation, we heard yesterday how much the teams have put into this, whether it's researching the attack strategies in the background, all of the base building, months of work leading up to this, starting to pay off in this matchup for Repotted Gaming. And let's hear a little bit from the teams.
Oh, there we go, and it's actually the Queen once again, and there we see the match-changing thing happening. The Queen went to the Ice Golem there instead of continuing to the Town Hall, and in my opinion, that was very, very unfortunate for Gaku.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you've just got to react on the fly once it does happen. But that's where the Clan Castle troops are so important. And we hear sometimes from the teams trying to figure out what the other players are using because it can provide that unpredictability. And if you know what's there, you can plan for it.
Exactly, and it was the same problem as in the attack before from Emir. He had the same problem with the Clan Castle. But now, back into Repotted Gaming. Who can get the first 3-star?
Such a huge attack, this one. I feel whoever gets the first 3-star on this puts themselves so much in the lead, really gives themselves that driving force. A couple of balloons to snipe defenses and check for the Battle Blimp, moving in alongside the Rage. He's got Yetis in there, and hopefully he can clear this entire compartment, and it's popped the Rage Tower as well.
Yeah, that's right, and he gets the Expo, gets the scatter shot, and even I think it was a Wizard Tower around there, so pathing is perfect now, and the damage dealing defenses are taken care of. And we also have to take into account that if Repotted Gaming is able to get the first 3-star, they will also have the percentage lead already, because they got the higher scoring 2-stars so far. I think the pathing is set here, and the Queen should make her way into this this multi-compartment there on the right side.
Exactly, and then he has 7 Super Barbarians, so he can then easily funnel the buildings further down there in order to just walk the Queen in towards the Town Hall. He's got to get there first, though. It's never easy with the Queen taking damage. Just about gets that free spell in to protect her ability, which is huge as a bit of a backup plan once you get into that area around the Town Hall where you know there's going to be more traps as well.
Yeah, and it was very clever for him to use that free spell because he used an aggressive rage before, and that the aggressive rage always means that the Queen is raged up, but the healers are not. But ever since the Unicorn pet had been introduced, that means that the rage can also affect the Unicorn's healing, and you can be more aggressive with the spells. But the Skelly Trap held the Queen back there. But enough about that. Too much theory. Now let's see the Hog Riders raid into the base from the left side.
They move in from the left, but he's also got to keep an eye on that Queen. He's got freeze spells and invisibility spells. Decides to rage her up first, and he will get that Town Hall. Should be good for the Monolith afterwards as well. So so he can shift focus to the Hog Riders with the Grand Warden ability used in preparation for the Rage Tower popping. But what's going to happen once it expires? He's got those freeze spells ready. Oh no, he's dropped one on top of the Headhunters.
Okay, yeah, that was very unfortunate, and he could have really used this in the back end for the raged up defenses for his Hog Riders and Royal Champion. That might actually be the game changer here. He did great in holding up this queen, and there we can see the red mine farm. So Repotted Gaming are going to take that into account with planning their next attacks. They know, okay, there's a red mine farm in front of the town hall.
I think he's still gonna get it, Maxi.
Yeah, okay. Enough about that. You are right. He gets it done. We hear it in the audience. We see the team clapping his back. Mac has got the lead for Repotted Gaming.
The invisibility spell protecting the Royal Champion in the end. The first 3-star of this upper bracket match. And we know that whoever gets knocked down from here plays Tribe Gaming later today, followed up from their perfect wall. So Repotted Gaming will be very happy to get that 3 stars on the board.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you might have to play Tribe Gaming later on in the competition anyways, but also the other team waiting will be Clash Champs or Super. So there are really, at this point, there are really no teams you want to fear, you fear to face them rather. But yeah, great job from Mac, and even with the swag free spell, that just showed that the plan was so powerful. And there were some details that I tried to explain while the attack was going on, and that just showed how experienced, how routine he is. Great execution there, and definitely a well-deserved 3-star. And now there's a lot of pressure on Na'Vi, and I wonder who will be attacking next for them.
Well, we will have to wait and find out. We can dive into that right now. Stars it is. He also used the Skelly Bat Donut yesterday, and here we go. We've got the Bats, 42 Super Barbarians, a mixture of Golems, and 6 Headhunters, Maxi. I always like seeing the combinations of troops here. But what is he going to use these for? So we've got the, turns the Eagle invisible initially, going for the Monolith, the Expo, the Multi-Inferno. Once they've got the Bomb Tower and the Air Sweeper down, they can start targeting on those other defenses. Gets the Monolith. Expo goes down, and so does the Multi.
Yep, great job. And I don't think he wanted to go for the Eagle. Like, it was just the other defenses there, and that worked perfectly. And we've seen this strategy from Stars yesterday. So it seems to be one of the strategies that the teams have specifically prepared for the World Championship Finals. We always talk about the secret strategies, and yesterday it was already successful for Stars. But he went for the Town Hall yesterday. So let's see what he can do today.
One thing I'm seeing from these teams is more of those huge hero dive attacks. And in this case, using the Golems to really get a lot of value in combination with the Log Launcher. Do you think he's going up to that Town Hall? Because that's what it looks like. He's going all the way through.
Yep, I think so, and I think that's what he brought the jump spell for as well, to jump in this dead zone between the scatter shot and the Expo. But now for now he has to deal. Oh no, actually he jumps in the core of the base. Okay, so he just wants to funnel there on the outside, and his big push comes through the core. But there's a lot of super minions dealing great damage onto his troops right now.
Archer Queen steps up to start getting rid of those Barbarians from the Barbarian King. Pop the Tornado Trap early. Town Hall is activated. The Archer Queen has her ability, but at the moment she's lagging back. Phoenix pops all of those red air bombs. Can the King get the Town Hall? No, he's distracted. Queen goes up though. Where is she going with the defending King, Maxi?
Oh no, and he didn't turn the King invisible, but the Queen. He should have turned the King invisible and used the Queen ability, but can he get the Town Hall? He decides to freeze. Queen is on the Town Hall, and woo, he got it down.
Fantastic reactions to freeze the Town Hall, allow Diggy to stun it. With the Queen going down, he's got an Ice Golem, the Headhunters for that back-end Queen, and 10 Super Barbarians. There's open wall compartments. He should be able to get in and take this down.
Yeah, you're right. And even if there's a spring trap, but I think he's tested for that. Yeah, he could, like, it would have been a problem because they would have frozen, and I think he's got it. 2 more Super Barbarians, and we know the scatter shot is a splash damage defense, yes, but he sends them in from all the sides, so he might be able to overpower the scatter shot. 30 seconds, so time won't be a problem, but his Skelly traps. Can he get it? Everything right now, he's cheering, and The scatter shot is taken down! 3-star!
Navi keeps the score level, but Repotted Gaming remain in the lead on percentage. So it is still in their hands, but so far, 3 attacks done, 1 3-star each. So it is all up in the air as to what is going to happen in these final 4 attacks.
Exactly, the stars are tied and we still have 2 attacks per team to go, so nothing is decided yet. And that's exactly what we love to see at this stage. All coming down to the last attacks, the pressure rising to the maximum, and then still see these players, like Stars just did, perform to the best of their abilities.
Look at the celebrations from the audience. Fantastic to have everybody here in Helsinki enjoying the finals and just cheering these teams on, having good fun watching Clash of Clans action. So let's get into the next attack.
And it is going to be Timtastic, the calmness in person. We cannot see him move a muscle while he is attacking, but I'm sure deep down inside there are some nerves that are shaking right now. But let's see what he brought. 14 super goblins, so he's going to snipe the town hall most likely. But there are, there goes the donut for 2 scatter shots and the eagle, and you cannot really bait a donut, right? Because there are no traps you can set against it.
Absolutely, and as you correctly said in the last attack, you want to just turn the buildings invisible that you don't want. So he doesn't want the clan castle in this scenario. He doesn't want any skeletons going to that. So he's able to just keep that invisible, get the other defenses, whilst the Flinger is still doing its job down there.
Yeah, and now he's sending in the Queen without any protection so far. A couple of Super Barbarians sent in, but it seems like the Queen's major job is to take out the storages around there so he can target the Town Hall with the Super Goblins.
Indeed. He did use the skeleton spell to distract the monolith. Whilst it did lock onto Diggy initially, you've got to remember, once Diggy goes back underground, it retargets. So the skeleton spell, perfect in that scenario to take that down. The Archer Queen will move to the right. Oh, no, she was to the left, but I didn't see the 6 builder hood down there. And she will then redirect in after the gold storage. Perfect job here.
Yeah, and she doesn't even need the Super Goblins to take that out. Now I wonder, is he going to snipe the Clan Castle? No. Okay, so he can just now use them for funneling. Maybe it was a backup plan if the Queen didn't make her way in there. But so far it's looking interesting. Like, I don't know what to say. This guy is so creative, Judo. What's he going to do next?
Well, where do you think he comes? Do you think he comes in from the left here? Because nope, I guess not. I was going to say, because that Rage Tower is not activated, he can use the Warden ability to get the Queen early, but decides to come in from the north in order to get that pathing, I guess, since we've still got the super minions working towards the bottom. Might as well put them to use and get some of those Tesla.
Exactly, and the balloons are tanking a little bit of damage for those super minions, so he can get the perfect value out of them. And notice how he still has the king. He's just sending him in at the bottom side, and yeah, the space is looking overwhelmed. He still even has a Dragon Rider. What is going on in this man's brain? He's got everything sorted out, everything planned for, and gets the next 3-star for Repotted Gaming.
How does he have this many troops left over, even turning the balloons invisible, so he doesn't lose any of them towards the multi-target Inferno? You need to make sure you are on your A game here, and you need to stay focused. Even though he knew he had the 3 stars, you never know when that is going to come into play in an upcoming match. So I really like the fact that he stayed focused right until the end, despite all of us cheering around him.
Exactly, but he proved me wrong there in the end, because I said he's not moving a muscle, but at the very end we could see a big smile there across his face. And there we see it once again, like a big, like a giant group of troops still up, and everything converging into the Nax last defenses. And there we see it. Yeah, there was definitely a little bit of pressure on him for this attack.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the troops that were left over, I think he had 1/5 of the army composition left over in troop capacity.
Yeah.
Just incredible stuff. Let's see if Navi can respond. pressure is building on our current world champions, the community favorites, down in this war. Even if they 3-star here, Repotted Gaming can take the win because they have the war in their hands should they 3-star in the final attack. We do have a specialty from Kazuma, the Recall Super Bowlers, one that he's very well versed with, starting with a Giant to test for any traps, skeleton traps, as you correctly said in the previous attack. Then we can use the Flame Flinger, and also tanking for the Archer Tower, since he has to deploy it very close, make sure it gets down and doesn't get any shots off.
Yeah, and so far he did all of that perfectly. Also setting up the funnel with the Queen there, and now he's going to recall her probably after the Archer Tower takedown. There goes the recall, and now he's probably going to drop her right away. Did he drop her at the bottom? No. Yep. Not yet, I think.
Oh no, yeah, there's the Warden down there. He's got a double hero walk. My apologies.
Yeah, but she will come down in just a second, and then the big boulder smash will go on into the base. There she goes, and everything is working together now at the bottom side.
Setting that funnel down the bottom with the Warden. He's got everything moving in towards the jump. He's already tested right across that top side for Tesla, so he can just forget about the Flinger for a little bit. Giant bombs go off, and he's got the jump to give his Super Bowlers access through, still holding on to that Warden ability and holding on to the Coco Loons that he will send in for the healers. So I would assume if he does send the... Oh no, he uses the Warden ability now. I thought he was going to use those alongside the Warden ability.
He's probably hoping for the troops to path around that Town Hall, maybe go towards that multi-inferno afterwards, but we have to wait and see. The King is deployed and will probably work together with the Electro Titan and the Yetis, and maybe he can even get them into the multi. But ooh, the Town Hall takedown is now the biggest problem. We should talk about that.
Yeah, and he had one minion that popped. It looked like a huge amount of traps behind the Town Hall, protecting those healers a little bit. So once the Archer Queen takes it down, as she does, she's still got the healers to keep her topped up. Here comes the Headhunter to try and reinforce. Too late with the Barbarian King going down to the Monolith, then taking down the Queen, but sneaks in the Royal Champion to the bottom side to then take that out.
Yes, and he's using two wizards onto this Eagle Artillery. But yeah, the first one is taken out by the Expo already, and he doesn't have too much force anymore. Basically, just the Royal Champion ability, and he seems to be falling short. And if this is a 2-star, that sets a clear mark for Repotted Gaming's last attack to be a certain percentage 2-star to win this war.
Wow. Repotted Gaming could have won it with a 3-star of their own, but now they don't even need that, like you said. Incredible work from the bases. I mentioned at the start of this attack, Kazuma is well versed in this Super Bowler strategy. So Repotted Gaming would have known that and no doubt built things especially. We've seen a lot of red A-bomb farms behind the Town Hall in a couple of these attacks, but just like that, it is slipping away from Navi with another 2-star attack, Maxi.
Yes, and that means that the bar is set. Repotted Gaming need a 75% 2-star to win this war and continue in the upper bracket. And even if they don't get that, Navi would still have to 3-star. And so far, only one of their players was able to do that.
Very true versus those strong bases, but a 75% 2-star, every single one of their attacks up until this point, even the ones they have 2-starred, have been well above that percentage. So as long as they stay calm, and we heard this from Repotted Gaming yesterday, when it came to the final attack, they switched the plan in order to get the save too. So let's see if they can do it.
Once more, the finishing attacker is Timpa. And honestly, it's kind of a bummer because he's their best scoring attacker. And for the second time in a row, he needs to get a safe 2-star, but this at least at a higher percentage in his last attack. But I don't think that he switched up his attack strategy. In fact, it's pretty close to the attacks we've seen from them so far. But this time, not using a recall spell on the Queen, but rather 7 lightning spells and an earthquake. And he's going to use them somewhere in the base to take out some defenses. Probably a Rage Tower as well. And there they go. Oh, taking out the scatter shot, ground bow, and the rage tower, which is also activated early.
Always nice to get those rage towers down, and I really like the start here as well. Very time efficient. Once we got a couple of those defenses down, mortars tanked, the flame flinger can come in. He's got funneling absolutely everywhere over the base. Brilliant start here, and like we said, keep your eyes on the bottom right. A 75% 2-star is all Repotted Gaming need to win this.
Yeah, the Town Hall takedown is going to be crucial for this attack, but so far it's looking extremely good. Everything is working according to plan, and we know that Teampa is able to just come up with great plans over and over again. The Flame Flinger working hard on the Eagle and eventually will be taking it out. The Electro Titans coming in from the side and also funneling some storage buildings on the outside with the Super Goblins to make sure everything can work together and get into this Town Hall compartment.
Just making sure they take that one little gap so they move on in. He's got lots of spells to reinforce, and the Warden ability trying to save onto that until they get right next to the Town Hall. Take it down. The Queen locks on. Town Hall about to go down. Royal Champion from the left, and the percentage is creeping up now, Maxi, as we move in with 3 spells remaining.
Yeah, and the Flamebringer has opened, but there are also troops in there that can take out more building and thus collect more percentage points. We see the Royal Champion still with the ability in tech. The troops everywhere. 2 more spells. It's climbing. 72, 73, 75! Repotted Gaming are in the upper bracket finals.
Are they going to 3-star here as well? What a performance from them with the RC ability and the invisibility left over. He's done it. He didn't even need the 3-star, but he wants it anyway. Repotted Gaming take a well-deserved victory here, and means that our last match of today, Maxi, is going to be a repeat of last year's final in the lower bracket. One of these teams is going home.
You are absolutely right. Tribe Gaming versus Navi is going to happen later on, but we still have one more attack from Navi to go, and we know that these last attacks in a war can be very important for the momentum of the team going into the next war. And keep in mind that Tribe Gaming just have a perfect war in their bag going into this lower bracket match, so Navi really need this confidence boost now. So even though it doesn't seem that important as the war is lost, I think that a 3-star would help them out a lot now.
Oh, absolutely. I've got chills thinking about that war. Like you said, Tribe coming out with that momentum. But we can talk about that after the match, because focusing back in on the replay there, the relief on their faces, getting the victory, and they have just been so good. But like you said, let's see if Navi can get that closing 3-star.
Going to be Klaus finishing it off for his team. So let's see what he had in the bag. You know, if he had prepared a secret strategy, he might have even switched it up. But no, okay, he's coming in with the same strategy as stars before. A big donut coming in with 2 Skelly spells and 2 Bat spells, finishing it off with Super Barbarians. He's concentrating because he knows you have to be so precise with those spell drops at the start.
Indeed. And the one thing that I am looking at in this army, 2 healers. I still remember when he did this last year with just a tiny little queen charge. Hog Rider checking for traps down there, just making sure the flinger is good. Once he's done that, being time efficient, we can then use the bats. Where is he going to do? There we go. Going for the Clan Castle, the multi-target Inferno, and the Expo here, Maxi.
That's right, and he finds a Tesla farm right there. And even though that doesn't make his Skelly Bat Donut, have no success, but it means that the value is not that big because he didn't create extra pathing for his troops. And on top of that, for some reason, he was not able to trigger that Rage Tower. See how it's just about to get triggered, but didn't end up being.
That means he's going to face raged up Tesla and Expo alongside the Infernos in that compartment. So let's see what happens here. Funnel set beautifully to the bottom as he opens the flinger with Valkyries to clear the bottom side. Water walk at the top, so then we can see the stab with the heroes, presumably now coming into the southeast side of the base.
Yeah, some Valkyries funneling the outside, but they don't have too much value. They're just getting a couple of buildings, but of course the funnel is definitely set for his push through the core. He's got 3 super wall breakers as he wants to open the first 2 layers, getting into the Eagle compartment and then jump into the Town Hall compartment. But you said it, rage up Teslas, 2 raged up multis. That's what's waiting for him. So he has to go early with the Warden ability, I suppose.
I was thinking that myself. He's got a long way to go to this Town Hall, Maxi. He's got to nail this next wall break. Otherwise, he's going to have to allow his troops to punch through one of these walls. A very nervous moment here. Is he even going to send a bunch of Super Barbarians in? No, uses the Warden ability. Actually, oh no, yeah, manages to get a jump right through.
Yeah, okay, so that was a great jump spell placement, but you're absolutely right. A wall breaker there could have done good, because to deploy this perfectly is very hard. But Klaus was able to pull it off. He used the Warden ability, yes, but he still has the Queen ability intact. But look at this, Judo. Another Rage Spell Tower covering this Town Hall, 2 Expos and the Warden, so he has to react quickly. And now it's all about if there are traps around that Town Hall, and he can use the Queen ability to take it out.
Yeah, the difficulty of deploying the jump like that is they only have that one little bit to get through. 30 seconds here. Does manage to get the Town Hall. Circling the backside of the base. He held on to all of those Super Barbarians. I don't know how Klaus does this, personally.
Me neither. I wish I did. I think I would become a pro player again if I knew. But wow, this is going to be a 3-star, and it's just like incredible. We talked about the base building from Repotted Gaming as well, and it seemed like they were expecting this, but still, they were not able to defend Klaus. But let's give it up for him once more, for Na'Vi. A great finish for them, showing what they got, but they will have to show it later on in the lower bracket as Repotted Gaming move on in the upper bracket.
Thoroughly deserved. They can certainly celebrate. We will be hearing from them momentarily as well. But Na'Vi, like you said, got the 3-star at the end with that attack from Klaus, so they can have a little bit of momentum moving out of this match, regroup, and then get ready for that lower bracket battle versus Tribe Gaming. But what was your thoughts on Repotted there? Amazing stuff.
Amazing, and especially I liked how good they were on the offensive side, because they didn't show any nervousness, you know. They have been